So now we are going to talk about the backup. Got it? Of course, practically we did before the theory. So because I was talking about the recovery model and then I thought, okay, let's complete it. So understand the backup of SQL Server, how it's working in SQL Server 2016. So now you are able to correlate the things, the backup of database and transactional log, and manage database backup working with database options. So here, backup database and transactional log. So as you can see on the screen, we are talking about the performing the backup. So backup can be possible based on to my business need. As you've seen, we have taken the full backup, we have taken the differential backup, we have taken the transactional backup as well. So backup is basically a planning strategy which you have to follow for your database. Got it? So you can perform backup in SQL Server by using the backup tsql command. Got it? Or you can able to do with the SQL Server Management Studio. The alternate way, you can also able to use with the PowerShell to perform the backup by using the backup SQL database command line. So there's a various way to do it. But whenever you are doing with the graphical user interface like the SQL Server Management Studio, which we have followed. So what we can see in the backup, we have so many component. The first component is called general. Got it? If you remember, during the backup, we have taken the general. So general means it will use the page which you want to specify the database backup. Got it? Then backup type. If you remember, we have a backup type like full, differential, transactional. So what you want? Then you have a media option. The media option is showing that what is the backup method you are going for that media level. So that's where you can able to use the media option. Okay. So you can use the different module as per your business need. Let me guide you that one. I hope you are able to see my screen. So here, if you can see of any database, I'm just selecting database, go to the properties, and then you can see the database properties here. But if I can go for the backup, right click, go to the properties, properties, I say task, and then you can see the backup. So here you can find the backup information. The three you have: general, media, and backup option that I was saying. So whenever we took for the general means what? This page is saying you that you have to take the backup, what type of backup you are going to follow, where is your backup destination, and all the other settings. Like if you can see, this is saying the database name, which database you want to take the backup. You can choose a database either from database or you can change from here as well. Then it is saying you the backup component which you want to take the database, or if you want to take the backup for file, that you can do. Similar way, you are able to take the other component. If you remember, we have added a file and another thing. Then another one we have called media option. So the media option is used for the my control how the backup is written to the backup device. It will be the disk, or maybe it in the cloud, or maybe in tape, wherever. So that purpose you can choose the media option. Got it? So you can choose the media option. Here you can see the first one, overwrite media. What it means? Whenever you are taking the backup, suppose that location we already have the existing backup. So I can able to append the backup. That means on the same backup file, the file will be going to be add whatever the changes. Then override the existing backup. What it will do, whatever the backup we have, that is going to be overwritten over there. And then same way, media set name you can choose, you can able to use it. Then here also you have an option called verify backup when finished. So this means whenever you are taking the backup, it will tell you, okay, the backup is completed, then they will verify it, if the backup is valid or not, those purpose. Checksum before writing to the media, so before writing to the tape or disk, it will perform the checksum operation, those purpose. Then do you want to include the transaction log also in the backup? That you can do. Then the tape drive, if it is connected, then you can able to do it. As of now, we have not taken any single backup for this database, so it won't commit. But if let me change my database, as you all remember, we have taken the backup for the other database. So if you will change those, then you are able to do it. Getting the point? So if I can change the backup, like here, the branch database, we have performed the backup. And now if you can see the media option, your transaction log, the partial, those you are able to do it. And the last, we have a backup options. The option means this is saying this page to your configure the backup expiration. Do you want to the compression? Do you want the encryption? These all can be able to do with the backup option. So now if I want to do some things, we can able to do it as per the business need. Getting my point? Everyone, have you understood the concept? So do you want to the compression? Do you want encryption? So those all you are able to perform from here. I hope you understood the concept. So that's where you are able to change the backup and restore operation. Any doubt, any question? If anyone have any question, please let me know. So that's the way we can perform our backup. Now, how to perform the backup? So if you remember, we have already talked about performing a full database backup. Simple. You have to select the database name, and then you are able to do it. You are able to change it. Got it? So that's where you can able to test your backup. Like in the example which you can see on this slide, we are taking the full backup, and I don't need to describe it because you already done this many databases. Am I correct, guys? So here what we are going to do, here we are taking with the entire database backup, and you can see here the full database backup we are doing. Got it? So that's where you are able to perform your backup. Got it? It can be possible, as I said, from command line also, so you can able to use from command line as well. Got it? So when you are doing command line, then you have to use backup database and then your database name to disk, which location, so you can give the path and you can take the backup. With init means initialization backup you are doing. Similar way, you are able to do the timing of the backup when it is performing. The retention you can able to choose. So retention means it will say, okay, after these many days, my backup will got the expired. These all you are able to do and perform as per your business need. So that way you can perform the backup. Then working with the backup set. Suppose we have a database which is a very big database. I cannot perform the backup in the one day. Got it? In this case, we can use the backup set, which is called the media set or the backup set. Got it? So before, a backup set represent one backup of any type. So backup set are written to the media set. It will be consistent of one or more tape or disk backup device. What it means? It means whenever you are going to perform the backup, you should understand how the backup is going to be stored. Single backup is called a single backup is called backup set and written to the media set. Got it? Similar way, we can able to combine the backup device can be physical or can be logical. Got it? A physical backup device means you are explicitly going to access that file with the universal naming conversion, and that's why you are able to get the data onto particular tape drive or the file format. You are able to perform the direct backup to the tape is not supported. So for that, what people are doing? Generally, people are taking the backup onto the disk location, and from this, they are taking backup onto the tape level because direct tape level backup is not supported. If you want to store the backup on tape, you should first write to the disk, and from disk you can copy to the tape. That's the way people can do the backup. Okay. Of course, there's a lots of third-party tool is available. From there, you are able to take the tape level backup as well. So it's your wish how you want to use. You can use it accordingly. Okay. Then, if you want some files to be set backup, so you can do the stripping for that. If two backup devices you are using together, like have you remember the two location in my first backup example I have shown you, we have taken the backup of the two location. Okay, so it can be possible we can take the backup on the two location. So for that we can give backup database name, and we can write to the location. Okay, location to disk equal to single quote in the D drive. Then again we can write comma disk equal to in E drive single quote, like that. It can be possible. Got it? So these all can be possible as per your business need. Getting my point? So that's way the backup can be performed while you are going to use the backup into particular module. Got it? So it will be easy for you to take the backup with the multiple ways it can be possible. So if I can go and I can show you, you can get the idea how the backup can be work with the various. Let me go and are you able to see my screen? So just for the precaution, I am going to use this location where my backup. Similar way, I can take the from the location E drive software adventure work. Let me go E drive software, and here we have that backup. So I can put like that. Let me open the notepad. So I can write like backup database, which database, the database name I can write, and then I can go for the disk. Got it. So this way we are able to perform the backup while we are taking the backup. So let me go for my database name, and then we can write to disk. So I'm taking the backup onto disk location, and then disk location where, so I can give the path like equal to, of course in my case the single quote is not working, so I may face the issue. By keyboard we don't have single quote. Does my any of the backup? Let just wait. I can do here, and then we can like, let me show you properties from the another way. I am showing adventure way database. I'm taking the backup, and then I'm saying this location as well as I'm putting the another location also. Instead of this, I'm taking the my E drive, the location we have in the E drive. Let me create a one location. Just here I'm putting the folder name BRA and CH. Got it. So I'm taking the branch name we already have. So let me give the name backup. Okay. So this drive. This will be the my another drive. So I can choose like backup, and the backup name I can give Adventure Works 2016 dot backup. So what happened here, you can see I am going to take the backup onto the two location. Got it. One into E drive software and another will be into E drive workbench. Got it. Instead of software, I can choose onto the different location as well. No problem at all, because that location we already have. So similar way, if I can cancel it, you can able to see what I'm doing. Backup database name, then two disk where we are taking, and another location. So this way we can able to take the backup. Got it. So here these are the not mandatory field. If I want, I can able to remove it as well. This is not required at all. So I'm saying that that's way. And if I will execute here, let me remove, and instead of this software location, I'm putting the some different location. Like I'm putting the location called demo. Sorry, I can put a new, and then I can use folder demo underscore backup. And this path I'm taking. I don't want to disturb the existing backup. That's why I'm taking into this location. Got it. And then I can put into this. I just change my path. Till yet, any doubt, any question? Because see, SQL Server Management Studio, you are able to take the backup. But what about the OS admin? What about the backup team? If you remember in the beginning, we discussed there should be a backup team who will take the backup. So they will perform like this. Okay. So that will be my backup, and then I can execute it. So the backup has started. Of course, database adventure work is the little bit long size, but you can see the backup has completed. Got it. Now, if you can see in the directory, you are able to see on that location the backup is kept. One I have kept in the backup, so I'm expecting there. Another backup I have kept into the demo backup. So here also there. That means same backup can be taken multiple places. Got it. So this way we can do this command, and then we can put it the script, use database here, like how we can do in the scripting. Use what database? So we can use the database name. Of course, I can go in the properties, or I can choose it, the database name. Got it. And then I can, so whenever you are connecting like this way, so if I am connected with any of the database, it will take that use database, and then they will take the backup on that. Got it. So that location it will take the backup. Use command will do what? It will log into the database and then it will perform the backup. So now you can see also the backup has completed. Of course, the file, let me see what will happen to my file. So the file is the same because by default it will write onto that file, overwrite. Why? Because it's a default behavior of your SQL Server. Got it. So always, if you can see in the properties also, or you can go to the task and backup. So here, if you can go in the media operation, so you can see what it is doing. Append to the existing backup set. This is the default behavior, and that's why it is going to add the backup into this location. Got it? That's the default behavior of your SQL Server. Now let's come again to the theory part. Let me share the PowerPoint. So are you able to see the slide now, guys? Good. So that's way you can take the backup from the command line. So it's your wish how you want to perform the backup. Backup can be onto the disk, and from disk you can take the tape level backup. So now the new term, compression. Suppose my database is very big size. Got it? And in this case, I cannot perform the backup onto the disk location because maybe we have a 2 TB database or 20 TB database. So really, whenever the large set of database, in this case, you need to perform onto the storage location. And that case, your storage is a much needed. But to avoid that, what we can do, we can go and we can use the compression. So compression, when you are doing, so it is basically going to compress your database. It was used in the SQL Server 2008. It was introduced in 2008. Let's see how it happened. So compress backup size on device, it will, and then it will reduce the IO requirement. Why? Because the size is less, so less input output. It will increase the CPU use. Why CPU use will increase? Because we are doing to do the compression. So while compression is happening, lots of CPU will be used, and that's why we can use the compression method. Okay. So make sure you can able to do as per your business need. Then faster backup, but importantly also faster restore, because the database size is less, so we can able to perform very fast after compression. Size will be, the backup will be less. That's why the fast backup and restore can happen. So you can use backup and restore with a very fast way. But as we have the lots of pros, we also have the cons. What is that? You cannot coexist on media with uncompressed backup. So like one backup you are putting the compressed, another uncompressed. This cannot be merged. Cannot coexist on the tape containing the net backup. So net backup is the Microsoft backup tool. From there you cannot do it. Now let's talk about another topic, which is called differential backup. As you know, the differential backup is the mechanism where we are going to perform my database with the changes. Got it? So whenever you are taking the full database, after the full database, because full database will take the longer duration, to avoid daily such type of backup method, we always advise to the business to get the differential backup. So what differential backup will do? Differential backup will take the backup from your last full backup to till yet what are the changes happened. Got it? So the full database backup are ideal for your business, but yes, if you have a business which is taking the long time, in this case you need to perform this type of differential backup. So it's a one type of mechanism which can be used for your database. Full database backup are ideal, but yes, it won't be possible for the longer database or the large size of database. In this case, we always go for the business planning, and we can introduce the differential backup in that sense. It can be possible to use with the SQL Server Management Studio, as well as it can be possible with the command line. Got it? So differential backup can be possible from both. How you can do it? Simple. Command will be the same: backup database name. You can give the disk, and with word you can use differential. Let me show you how you can do it. Please let me know once you are able to see my screen. So that's one drawback when we are going to do. Every time we have to. Are you able to see? So here, let me remove. We are already into this. So I can use the backup database. And the database name I can give without the quote also, it will work. No problem at all. So so my database name, and then to disk. So I am taking on to the backup location, or you can put into the whichever location you want. If you want to use on multiple location, that can be also possible. But why to take the multiple location instead of that? Just I'm guiding you. So I'm taking on to this location only. The file name I am just changing. Just for the naming conversion I have changed. There's no logic for that. And then here is the main term. Whenever you are going to perform then you have to use the word called with. And then I can write here with differential. This is the mandatory with differential. Got it? When you will write with differential, DIFF or differential spelling is wrong. So DIFF ERE differential. Got it? And then after differential, you have to write the word. Is it the initial backup? No. So I can write that no init. This means it is not an initial backup. Got it? No init. INIT. Okay. So you can notice whenever the line is correct, you can able to get it. And this is the way you can take it. Let me execute and take the backup of differential. So you can see I have taken the differential backup. Now if I can go to the directory, which location I have taken the backup? Into E drive demo backup. So demo backup, you can see the differential backup has also taken. Are you noticing the size? The differential backup has very less size. Getting my point? So this way you are able to perform the differential backup. Any doubt, any question, then please let me know. With the command line also you can able to do. So with differential and then initialize you can able to do. Got it? Any doubt, any question for differential backup? Similar way you are able to take your transactional log backup. So here you have to just give with no init, no transactional word. Got it? Whenever you are taking the transactional or backup, we have to give that same and with no init. So just remove the differential backup, differential word, and you are able to do with the command line. So this way you are able to perform the backup while you are going to do in your database. Did you get the idea? So that's where you can do. And then do you need to perform the differential incremental backup also? From command? If you want, I can able to show you. Let me show to get a better understanding. It's always good to see the things with properly. The previously we have done all the things with the management studio, and then I am showing you with command line also. So this is the my naming conversion. You can simply understand it is my full backup. This way you can able to do the full backup. And this backup I have taken on the 2 location. And here I am taking the differential backup. So forget about the differential spelling, DIFF ERE. So differential backup, and then we can take the transactional backup. Similar way, we can able to do the transactional backup. I hope you are able to see the screen. So here I am performing the transactional backup. Got it. So I can select that one and we can execute it, whichever the backup I want. So what you get the message? Incorrect syntax. Where? The my command. So that's where we are able to do the transactional backup. And here, if you can see, when we are taking the transactional backup, we have to perform the same operation what we did. But here, the path only you need to change. Got it? So in my case, I have taken with no init. So write a with word, and then you can able to run it. So this is just taking the transactional backup, and that's way we can perform the backup onto the our business. We can schedule the backup for the full backup, like every Sunday, because manually we are not going to take the backup. We can create a script, batch file we can create, and that batch file can be executed from the backup tool, or maybe from the your scheduler job you are able to perform it. So that's where you are able to do the backup. Any doubt, any question so far for anyone? If any doubt, please let me know. Guys, anyone have any doubt, any question? If you have any doubt, any question, please let me know. So That's where you are able to take the transactional backup. No questions I'm expecting. If people are not asking, that means there's a two logic. Either you are getting the 100% or you are not getting the thing. And I assume you all are getting 100% because you did this multiple times. Now let's talk. So that about the backup and the demo I have shown you. Similar way, we can manage the database backup. Of course, for ensure the backup integrity, you can use the mirror media set. What it means by the mirror media set? So when we are taking the backup, do you want to take the backup as a copy, or do you want to perform the partial or file group backup? That can be possible. We can able to perform the backup onto the exact copy of the mirror. So those way we are able to manage my database. It's completely depend on the copies of your data you are able to do. So mirror media set is backup set can be mirrored to up to 4 media set, like the two I have shown you. So you can use the different 4 location for to take the backup. But mirror media set is only supported with enterprise edition, so it cannot support you the standard or developer edition. Checksum, as I told you, the checksum. So whenever the backup is happening, they will verify the backup. This my backup is a proper or not. So those are the things they will do. The checksum for the block level they can verify. And the backup verification, this is the restore verification. What it means can be used when the backup verification, when the checksum is open. So before going to restore, it will check. So my backup is valid while we need to restore. That's right. Then backup history. Yes, you can able to track all the backup activity from your table in the MSDB database. Because MSDB database, we are capturing all the backup information. It can be possible from the SQL Server Management Studio. It can be possible from your command line as well. So you are able to get all the backup information from the MSDB database. Getting my point? So you can verify, you can able to restore, those all the things can be possible. So for that, what we have, you need to execute your SP delete backup history. So that one, it will give you the date and then you can see it, or you can see the database name, you can able to see it. So all things you can able to verify from there. Got it? Then we have a restore level only. What it mean? In information, when you will retrieve, we have a restore level only. What it mean with the restore level only? It return information about the backup media on a specified backup device. So where you have taken the backup those. Then we have a restore header only. So it return all the backup header information from all backup set on the particular backup device. And same way we have restore files only. So it will return the list of data and log file which contain in your backup. And that way you are able to do it. So how to do that? That will be the one question in your mind. So let's go to your database machine. And then we can show you. Let me go and guys, are you able to see my screen?
Yes, sir.
So as we have taken the database backup, so let me go to my database. So adventure work, we have taken the backup. Let me go for adventure work. And here you can see the reports. Are you able to see? So you can go to the reports and let's fire the standard report. Standard report. And in a standard report, you can see what report you want to see. Got it? Disk use, data classification, data use, disk use for table, disk use for partition, backup and restore event. These all you are able to monitor from this location. Got it? So let me show you that one report. You can get the idea. Backup and restore event I am just taking. So this will show me the information about my backup and other thing. Are you able to see the report? So you can see successful backup operation, when you have performed, what type of recovery model during that time, who have done it. Are you able to see? Average time taken for the backup. Then if any error has occurred during the backup, successful restore if you did. So those are the things you are able to monitor from here. Did you get idea? So that's where you are able to see the your backup information. Got it? And that's where you can able to monitor. Not only that, it can be possible with the command line also. Got it? So it's your wish how you want to do it. In your environment, you can choose it as per your business need, and you can perform the backup as per your requirement. Getting my point? Anyone have any query? Please let me know. If you need to understand or something. Anyone? So that's why you are able to verify these all things can be possible as per your business need. Got it? Similar way you are able to see the restore history. Let me show you that in my case, like this database I have not restored, but I remember for Rajiv database I have restored. Okay, let me go to the Rajiv database and see the similar report. And then we can see the backup and restore event. And here if you can scroll it, so restore operation you can see we have done multiple times. Are you able to see? You can check your database, this type of report you can able to do. Because sometimes the business will ask, hey, what is my last backup? Is what valid or not? If any issue is there, those all can be verified from this way. I hope you are getting my point. Okay. Anyone have any query, any question? Please let me know. Till yet, any doubt, any query? No query? No question? How the backup has taken again? Simple way, right click, task, go to the backup, and then you can able to execute the backup. You can choose the path. where you want to take the backup, and then you can able to do it. So let me guide you the step by step how you can perform. So whichever database you want to take the backup, right click, go to the task, go to the backup, and then you can choose your backup path. So here I am just selecting, by default it will take the default path. I don't want to the default path. Instead of I want to the particular locations, I can go and I can use it. So in the E drive, my database is kept within the Rajiv, or let me take down the backup location. And I can give the backup name. So any name I can give. And then I can say, okay. It will be possible, and it can be possible from the command line also, or you can click OK. The backup will be performed. If you can go into your database directory where you have taken the backup, like where I have taken the backup in the backup directory. So here you can see Raji backup has taken. That's the one way. Alternate way, from command line also you are able to track. Backup database, you can give your database name. This bracket is not mandatory. So I'm taking the backup. Where I am taking the backup? So on the disk which is called Rajiv. Let me take the Rajiv one because we are taking the fresh backup. These all are not mandatory. So with no format, no init, these all is not mandatory. I can remove it and I can take it. Very simple. From command line also you are able to perform. Execute, you can see that your backup has taken. And if I can see on that directory, you can see Rajiv one backup has also created with the same size. So this way you are able to take the backup. Am I able to answer your query? Either you can do from the management studio or you can do from the command line. Yes, alternate way, PowerShell is also, from there you are also able to take the backup. Did I answer your query? Welcome. Anyone else have any question? Please let me know if you have. Otherwise, let's continue with the topic. So we have seen the backup information. We understood the this. Now that was the demo which I have showed you. So backup consideration. See, whenever you are taking the backup, you are not preventing the user to access it. Got it? But yes, it's quite possible your database performance will be little bit slow, because whenever you are taking the backup, the load onto your database, so CPU and the IO will be the much used. So that you have to keep into your mind. Database must be online for the normal backup operation. Got it? That means whenever you perform the backup, your database should be available. Got it? And then only you are able to take the backup with that. So that's where you can able to use the backup. Of course, apart from that, you can able to do the other stuff as well. So make sure whenever you are taking the backup, proper planning should be in the place. You can follow, you can use the compression or encryption based on your business need. Whatever you want, you can choose as per your need. I'm not saying this is the right way, this is the wrong way. It's depend on to your business need. Then database must be online for the normal backup operation, as I did, and then integration with the operating system option. Like if you remember, some people have connected with the some user and that user don't have the disk level access, so they were not able to select the file. Who was that? I forget the name. Can you tell me? The machine number 22 you have shared. Am I correct? Yeah. Yeah. You face the some issue. Have you remember? Yeah. So what was that? Good. So whenever you are doing the such type of thing, you may plan it properly. Got it? And then you can plan your database should be proper way and you can able to use it. So if you have connected with a particular user and user don't have the access for the database, they are not able to do that. So make sure you have to proper planning while you are performing the backup. Got the idea? So that's why you can perform your backup. Otherwise, the disk level access you don't have. SQL Server you have because it is writing onto the disk level. So it won't allow you, and that happened in your case. Same way, copy only backup. What do you mean by the copy only backup? I am going to take the backup and I am putting the with copy only. So what it will do, whenever you are doing the copy only backup, it's just take the image copy of that. So it will back up the database without changing the restore order. Got it? So copy only is backup is used for transaction log backup, and that time if you are doing the transaction log, it will not truncate your the log file. Got it? You can do for the other database also, the copy only backup. So copy only backup will always a good practice when you need to exact copy of the backup of your database. Then you can able to perform copy only backup. Similar way, if you remember tail log backup we talked, so before database system restore, just a precaution, SQL Server is designed in that way, they will take the tail log backup. So you can able to capture tail log backup before starting restore sequence. What it will do? So if anything went wrong, at least in that phase, your database can be going to be restored. It's like a restore point for your database. So that about the tail log backup, I already showed you that, and I hope you all have got that idea. Now it's time to go for the some other concept. Got it? So you can use as per your business need, what type of backup you want to use, what type of backup you want to follow. I hope you got the idea. Anyone have any question? Please let me know. If not, then also please let me know. Guys, do you have any question? So that's way you understood the concept of the backup. Am I correct? Now, if I want to take the backup in the compression format, so we can use the word with compression. Like here I can write the word called with compression. What it will do, it will take the backup and then it will compress the file as well. Just for understanding, I am taking it. Got it? Have you remember with compression? So what it will do, it will compress your backup, and then I will let me show you. Here I am taking the full backup, but this is just a compressed backup. Let me execute. What you got? The compression syntax with single quote with compress. So that semicolon we have given here, that you need to remove, and then you can use with this point. Let me execute again. So you can take the backup as very fast. And now you can see the size. Are you able to see? Instead of this, it is taking only the, what I can say, at least 7-8 times compressed data. Of course, it's a small. That's why. Let me go for this size, the bigger size. I hope you are able to see my screen. Okay. So same compression backup I am going to use for the adventure work, which is really a big database. So let me go for this compression backup into adventure database where we have connected. Let me stop the report, and then I can see what the backup we have taken, adventure work. Let me take the compressed backup. Sorry, the name I can use. Compress backup, and then I can able to take the backup with the compress. I'm just taking the same one what we have taken the full backup, and instead of these two locations, I'm taking only onto one location. To avoid my typing, I remove this in the demo backup or the backup wherever I want to use. Which location my backup file is kept in the both locations. So let me see with demo backup what is the size. You can simply see the adventure backup 211. What is the full backup, and that we are going to compress now. Let me change the file name. Compress I did, and then we are going to execute it. Why this comma? Because we don't have no two path now. So it is checking the backup, and once backup is completed, I will show you. So you can see it's very fast. And now size you can notice. This is the complex backup. Now are you getting the size? If you can right click and properties. So 206 MB, it was the size before the compress. And after the compress, the size is approximately 40 MB, 46 MB. So at least 5 times approx they are going to compress. It depends on database, it depends on the size. Like in this, you have seen, it compressed the more than data as well. Got it? Because here, this Rajiv database, the size was 3 MB, 3.14 MB. So, and here after compress, it taken into only 446 KB. So depend on what are the data we have, what type of data type we are using, compression can happen. Go to 10x. Are you getting the point? So that way you are able to take the backup. And I hope you all have understood the concept. Getting my point? So that's where you can able to compress your backup. Now, do you want to do this from your end? It can be possible with the SQL Server Management Studio as well. Okay, let me show you from there also you are able to perform. Like which database you want to perform, go to the database, task, and then you can go for backup. When you are doing the backup, you can able to see and then you can see the backup option. So here you are able to encrypt the backup, you are able to compress the backup, those all can be performed as per your required. So compress backup, you want to do compress backup and you can give. The path I'm just changing. Let me remove this path, and otherwise it will go to overwrite my existing backup. I'm putting the backup and name I am giving Adventure, so AD compress backup. Got it. Always make sure in this case don't forget to select that compress option, and then you can perform the backup 30%, 50%, and then it completed. And if I can go to the backup location, you are able to see that compress backup. So both the way, Management Studio as well as the command line. Now it's your time. You all have to do the practice. So can you take the backup? First go to the full database backup, then go to the differential backup. After that you can go for the transactional backup, and these all you can more copy in your notepad, because whenever you are going for the production use, you may require this one. So full backup, let me go to small it, and this is differential backup, transactional backup, and then we have a compressed backup. So size I can put little bit smaller, then it will be not readable for you. Am I correct? So let me go and put it 125. Is it? Are you able to read?
Yes, sir.
So everyone, you have a 15 minute. Just complete this backup
Okay.
with the command line and make it in the notepad. You can keep it reserved for your case. So you can continue your practice. That's about the backup and various backup method in the SQL Server.